You ever see a couple arguing at a restaurant? The waiter drops the check and suddenly it's a standoff, both staring at it like it's a ticking time bomb. One starts aggressively sipping their drink and the other suddenly remembers they really need to tie their shoe. But here is the truth. Financial stress is one of the biggest reasons couples fight. The good news, you don't have to let money ruin your relationship. Instead of dodging the conversation, I'll show you a lot of actionable tips to manage your finances together, avoid money fights, and build a future as a team without anyone sleeping on the couch. Recognize your differences in personality. One of you is a detailed budget spreadsheet wizard, and the other one swears they just have a feeling of their bank balance. One sees money as a security, and the other sees it as a tool for enjoying life. These differences don't have to cause chaos as long as you recognize them and work together. Identify your money personalities. Most couples fall into these categories: the saver and the spender. One hoards cash, the other keeps Amazon in business. The risk taker and the play it safe partner. One loves investing and the other prefers stuffing the cash under the mattress. The detail oriented and the "ooh, we'll figure it out" partner. One tracks every penny, the other just vibes. Figure out where you and your partner fit and own it, instead of expecting the other person to think like you. Stop trying to fix each other. If your partner loves spontaneous spending, don't try to force them to be frugal overnight. If you love budgeting down to the cent, don't expect them to memorize the grocery receipt. Instead of changing each other, create a system that works for both personalities. Divide financial responsibilities based on strengths. If one of you loves crunching numbers, let them handle budgeting. If the other is great at big picture planning, let them focus on long-term goals. Work with each other's strengths instead of forcing tasks neither of you enjoys. Use differences to your advantage. The spender keeps life fun, while the saver ensures stability. The risk-taker spots opportunities, while the cautious partner prevents bad decisions. Instead of fighting about differences, see them as balancing forces. You don't need to think exactly alike to manage money together. You just need to understand and respect each other's financial personalities. When handled right, your differences can make you a stronger financial team instead of a couple arguing over Starbucks receipts. Respect each other's spending habits. You love saving, they love treating themselves. You research every purchase for weeks, while they buy things on whim because it was on sale. Sound familiar? The key to financial harmony isn't forcing each other to spend the same way, it's respecting the differences and finding balance. Avoid the parent-child dynamic. No one wants to feel like their partner is monitoring their every financial move. You are equals, not a teacher grading each other's spending choices. Instead of saying you shouldn't have bought that, try how can we budget for both our needs and wants. Understand each other's money mindset. Maybe one of you grew up pinching pennies while the other never had to worry about money. Your financial habits come from experience. Respect that. If spending makes one of you secure while saving makes the other feel in control, talk about it and find the middle ground. Compromise instead of controlling. If your partner loves spending on dining out but you think it's a waste, compromise. Maybe cut back on frequency, but increase quality. If one of you loves shopping but the other wants to save, set limit that works for both. It's about adjusting, not eliminating. At the end of the day, you're building financial future together. Different spending habits don't mean financial disaster as long as you communicate, set boundaries, and respect each other's choices. Talk about money regularly. Talking about money as a couple isn't exactly romantic, but neither is fighting over why there is suddenly a $500 charge for a miscellaneous purchase. Setting clear rules early on helps avoid the awkward moments and keeps your partnership in balance. Step 1. Schedule money dates. Yes, really. Set a specific time each week or month to talk about finances, preferably before the crisis hits. Keep it casual, grab a coffee, go for a walk, or sit on the couch without any distractions. What to discuss? Bills and upcoming expenses, saving goals and progress, debt repayment updates, and any financial concerns or changes. Make it a judgment-free zone. No one wants to feel attacked over spending choices. Approach money talks as teamwork work, not interrogation. If there is a spending issue, focus on solutions, not blame. Saying let's find a way to cut back works better than why did you buy another pair of shoes? Define spending rules and limits. Decide on no questions asked spending limit. If it's under $50, fine. If it's over $100, maybe check in first. Consider separate fun money budgets. This way you both have guilt-free spending for personal wants. Talk about big financial goals. Are you saving for a house, vacation, or early retirement? Keep your goals clear and aligned. Money talks aren't just about what's happening now, they're about where you're heading together. The key here, consistency. The more you talk about money, the easier it gets. And who knows, maybe one day you'll actually enjoy these conversations. Don't let salary differences come between you. Money is already a sensitive topic in relationships. Add in a salary gap and things get awkward. Maybe one of you earns double the other, or perhaps one of you is temporarily out of work. The key is not about who makes more. It's about working together and supporting each other's financial goals. Drop the ego. Just because one person earns more doesn't mean they get more say in financial decisions. A relationship is a team sport. It's not about who's the MVP, but how you win together. Choose the fair way to split expenses. 50-50 sounds fair until it's not. If one person earns significantly more, splitting everything down the middle can feel like a financial suffocation. Better approach, divide expenses proportionally based on your income. Example, if one earns 70% of the household income, they cover 70% of shared expenses. Avoid the my money, your money mentality. If you're building a future together, it's not about who makes more, it's about how you manage it as a team. Big financial goals, house, travel, retirement should be joint efforts, not competitions. Respect each other's contributions. Not all value comes from a paycheck. One partner might contribute more in household management, childcare, or emotional support. Just because one earns less doesn't mean that role is less important. A salary difference shouldn't create power imbalances, guilt, or resentment. It's not about who makes more, it's about how you see your combined resources to build the life you want together. Decide who pays for what. Oh, the classic question, who covers what? It's like figuring out who's driving to dinner. You both know someone has to do it, but no one wants to volunteer first. Whether you're split on rent, groceries, or the $200 dinner because you deserve it, this part of managing money as a couple can get messy. But don't worry, I've got you covered. The 50-50 split. The pros, simple, easy, and keeps things fair. You both pitch in equally for shared expenses. The cons, doesn't always feel fair if one of you makes significantly more than the other. If you both have similar incomes, the 50-50 split is clean, efficient, and eliminates any awkwardness about who should pay for what. Proportional split. Instead of splitting costs evenly, each person pays a percentage based on income. If one person makes $2,000 a month and the other makes $4,000 a month, the person earning more pays a larger share. The pros, more equitable and feels less like you are carrying a financial weight of the relationship. The cons, requires more tracking, but it's worth it for fairness. Share a joint account. Both partners contribute to a joint accounts for shared expenses like rent, utilities, groceries, and the occasional we'll treat ourselves to a spa day splurge. The pros, automatic teamwork. No more debates about whose turn it is to pay for groceries. The cons, if one person doesn't contribute as much or at all, it can lead to a resentment. You might need to track contributions to ensure it's still fair. Pay as you go. Each person pays for their own stuff. You handle your groceries, they handle theirs. You pay for your personal hobbies, they pay for theirs. Then you split the big shared stuff like rent, utilities, or that random pizza that is too big to fight over. The pros, independence. No arguments over who ate the last of the cereal or who always gets the bill at the restaurants. The cons, it requires clear communication to avoid surprises. And make sure both sides are equally pulling their weight for shared expenses. Who pays for what shouldn't feel like a power struggle. It should feel fair, transparent, and if you're lucky, sometimes a little bit fun. After all, no one should be having to carry the financial weight of both people while the other gets off scot-free. That's not teamwork, it's a financial sabotage. Don't let the kids run the show. Kids are adorable, but let's be honest, they're also tiny expensive negotiators who thinks money grows on trees. If you are not careful, your finances will start revolving around impulse toy purchases, overpriced sports leagues, and a never-ending cycle of "can we get McDonald's?" The key is setting boundaries as parents before your 60-year-old starts making budget decisions. Remember, you are in charge. Your child doesn't need designer clothes to survive preschool. Just because all their friends have the latest gadget doesn't mean you need to buy it. Saying no to unnecessary expenses isn't a bad parenting, it's a financial sanity. Budget for kid-related costs. Factor in school expenses, hobbies, medical costs, and yes, the occasional Happy Meal into your budget. Set a limit to non-essential spending so you're not guilt-tripped into buying $200 toy that'll be forgotten in 2 weeks. Don't let kids dictate big financial decisions. Just because your teenager wants a brand new car at 16 doesn't mean it's happening. Family vacations, housing choices, and major purchases should align with your financial plan, not your child's wish list. Kids will push boundaries. It's your job to set them. Invest in their future, not just their present. 5 to 9 college savings plan? Good idea. Spending thousands on every new trend? Not so much. Balance short-term spending with the long-term financial security, just so you're not sacrificing your retirement to keep up with their ever-changing demands. Your kids might think they're the SEOs of your household, but when it comes to money, you and your partner make the final call. Setting boundaries now means less stress, fewer tantrums, and a future where, hopefully, they won't move back in at 30. Money and marriage should go in hand. If you and your partner treat your finances like a team effort, you'll be navigating your budget like pros. Remember, communication is the key. Don't let financial issues fester under the surface. Talk about money like it's a team project. Set clear expectations and rules, so no one feels like they're carrying a financial load alone. Be flexible. Life throws curveballs, and your budget should be able to bend without breaking. Respect each other's financial habits, because no two people are the same when it comes to money. Support each other's goals, whether it's saving for a dream vacation or making sure your emergency fund is fuller than your Amazon cart. At the end of the day, money doesn't have to tear you apart, it can bring you closer. So set your financial goals together, stick to the plan, and enjoy the ride. After all, the best investment you can make is in each other, and that includes your financial future. It was my pleasure today helping you with these tips. By the way, I have a detailed plan for how to manage your finances as a couple. I will leave the link down below. Thanks everyone for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.